What's the deal, people? Hope all are doing well. So you having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening, whenever you come across this video. So I just came on here to talk because, yeah. So earlier today, I came across a video, a news video, and it was literally something that happened this past Saturday on the next block over. Maybe like, I'm going to say it's the next block over, but not maybe like 2 blocks from me, a block away from me, a block or two away from me. Because I don't know what's considered a block. I don't know how many feet is considered a block, but we're going to say not even. We're just going to say the information that I came across literally happened not too far from me. And as I'm listening to the video, it said that there was a former cop, a former sergeant, a former police person, son got shot walking to the store. Now, in my mind, I'm like, what does got that do connection with me? Right? Because as I've been tapping into my energy, it's been saying a dirty cop, a dirty cop, a dirty cop, a dirty cop, right? So I wonder. I haven't pulled no cards. I haven't tapped into anything yet. But I'm going to. Because there's no coincidences. And when I say there's no coincidences, there cannot be a coincidence to that. And the other day, we rode down that block that day. I don't know if it was that day. Today's Tuesday. Right. Yesterday, Monday. Sunday was the Dominican parade or festival. And then Saturday, I was outside Saturday. I believe so. Yeah, I was outside. It happened Saturday. And I came back at night, just about right before the sunset. It was still light outside. And I'm trying to think, because I remember going down that block and seeing like candles in front of a building. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out if there's a connection. Because on that block, there is somebody that I did know that I used to sell edibles to. But I didn't meet him on that block. I met him on a completely different block. But he lived over there. The guy that used to buy edibles from me. So I'm just trying to think if this will happen over there as any connection to me, because of this dirty cop. Because it's saying that it's a cop's son that got, we're not even going to say injured. It's saying that it's a ex-cop's child that got unalived. So I will be definitely tapping into that energy to see if what happened on Saturday has any connection to my story and the people involved in my story. Because there's no coincidences. It says it's a former cop child that got unalived. And in the readings, it says that karma, the karma that's going to happen to somebody is they're going to lose a child. And there's a missing teenager in the area. On top of that, a 16-year-old girl is missing in this area. So a 16-year-old girl is missing in the area, and a 12-year-old little boy got unalived. Within this weekend, this is what's happening to children over here. I keep saying why you watch your children, right? I've been saying that for a long time. And children don't only mean fucking 4, 5, 6. They still live in your home. You still feed them. They are your child. So we got a 16-year-old girl missing in my area and a 12-year-old little boy that got unalived. So the children are getting hurt because of the stupid adults and their dumb shit that they do over here. And the gangbangers and the hoodlums and the hood rats, because they don't know how to do anything fucking else but be ghetto and be in the fucking street and be thugs. That's all they know how to do. Do you know how I hate this fucking block? I go outside and I want to move all the time. Every time I go outside. I do not like this area. I ain't never liked this area from the moment I got here. Because motherfuckers live here and they shit where they eat at. They do dirt right where they rest their fucking head. This is why I say none of these people in this fucking block, there ain't nothing gangster about them. Because there's nothing gangster about that. You killing your own neighbors, your own people in your own community. For what? Money? Drugs? This shit gets so played out, it's not even funny. The same old repeated cycle over and over again in the ghetto. That's why it stays ghetto. That's why the hood stays the hood, because the niggas don't know how to get out the hood mentality. And then what happens is that children get hurt in the process. And it don't even matter if it's connected to me or not. It don't even matter if that cop is a part of this story and is a dirty cop and that's his karma, even though it's fucked up to say. It doesn't even matter where it's karma or not. The fact of the matter is that there's two teenagers. One is missing and one is dead. And I guarantee you it's all the fault of the adults. Or the so-called adults. The over 21 motherfuckers. Because they're over 21. That call themselves adults. And then you wonder why these motherfuckers over here got busted for fucking with me. Because again, you shit where you eat at and think you never gonna get caught for the shit that you do where you rest your own fucking head. I tell you, man. This shit is like living back in the where over here, where I live now, 2026. It's like time travel back in the 80s, 90s, where I grew up, where motherfuckers, you don't see the crack pipes and crack bottles on the street, but you see the crackheads and the dope heads in the street everywhere you fucking go. You may not see the crack pipes and crack bottles, but you see the dope heads and crackheads right up in this fucking building, right up the fucking stairs, right above me. Let's just keep it funky. My upstairs neighbors are a bunch of fucking addicts. And that all that goes to his fucking house is a bunch of addicts. Let's just keep it funky. Across the street, building full of addicts. Let me just keep it funky. I ain't never seen so much drug addicts over here, and I've been here 15 years. They're around, but not like the way they are now. There's a lot of homeless people over here too. A lot. And this area is also surrounded by pedophiles. A lot of pedophiles. This block is just like a black cloud. I don't mean to laugh. I mean, it's because there's nothing funny about it. There's like a black cloud over this neighborhood, over this community, this area. And I be wondering why God still got me here, baby. Why God still got me here? Maybe that's why. Because a bitch like me want to move from this bitch. Because this shit is just... That's how what this area is. These people... I'm not going to say these people because it's lively over here. I'm not going to say everything is bad because everything is not bad. There's a lot of life over here. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of culture over here. There's a lot of diversity over here. That's what you get when you come to the Bronx in general. Is diversity. It's just not one. You got Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Africans, the Nigerians, fucking white people. This bitch is Chinese. This bitch is multicultural up here. We got all the continents up over here in the Bronx. And I'm not saying that it's all bad, but it's like the bad bunches in the area is what makes it shitty. It's like, aren't you tired of growing up that way? Aren't you tired of it? I'm 44 years old. This is the shit that I grew up on. I grew up with the bullshit, the gunshots, hearing the gunshots, motherfucking dying all the time. This shit is whack. You live here. Aren't you tired of killing your own people? We already getting killed. They're already killing us already. Now you fighting amongst yourselves when the people that run the world are already killing us, and then you just helping them do the job for them by killing your own people. Bitches, wake the fuck up already. Y'all puppets. And y'all gonna continue to be puppets. Because y'all weak-minded bitches. Worried about money. That's the problem. Thinking money gonna make your world go round. Money gonna make your world go upside down if you don't know how to manage it the right way. If you ain't investing it the right way. If you ain't paying it forward the proper way. Y'all just worried about take, murder, kill. I want that. I'm going to take that. And then in the process, look what happens. You got a 12-year-old little boy dead just for going to the store. And like I said, the connection with that boy's father being an ex-cop, is just, I'm going to pull cards on that to see what I got. Because in my story, there's a dirty cop that think that he could fucking, or he or she could do what the fuck they want to do. And sometimes, unfortunately, karma's a bitch. And the energy has been coming out in the readings that somebody's child was going to pass away for fucking thinking they could fucking try to rule my world and abuse their authority. But that's neither here or there. The fact of the matter is a child got unalived and there's a other child that's missing. All within the same weekend. I seen the flyer yesterday and the day before, today and yesterday. So the first time I see the flyer was yesterday, walking back from the store. I didn't see the flyer there when I came out of the building, but when I walked back to the store, because I got caught in that motherfucking rain, there was a flyer of a missing 16-year-old girl, and it's still outside on the gate. Let me tell you something. Keep shitting where you eat at, and this is what's going to be the outcome. And the collateral damage, it was fucked up to say, but the kids is what's going to be getting hurt in the process. Because y'all don't know how to handle y'all business like grown people. Y'all need to pull out your fucking guns, shoot them up, bang, bang, and don't give a fuck who outside, what innocent person outside. But because you have a fucking vendetta or a grudge, another innocent person gotta die because of your bullshit ass vendetta and your envy and your greed. Other people get hurt in the process. There's somebody in my energy that's nervous as I'm talking. I tell you that. Listen, I've been keeping to myself, relaxing, rejuvenating, because motherfuckers have been doing what they've been doing, A bitch like me stay under spiritual warfare attack, and motherfuckers stay attacking me. Motherfucker, I live underneath neighbors of mine that constantly do spell work on me every day and all day. So, you know what I'm saying? A bitch had to take a break a little bit. Kinda a break. Because a bitch still working, still creating and still building over here. But also resting. And this is what happens when I go outside. There's always something. And in the readings, it says that I'm going to find out. It's going to be on the news. Let me tell you something. I don't believe in coincidences. I really, truly don't. I truly don't believe in coincidences. There's no way that I do my own personal readings and other readings and association with a dirty cop police in my energy that lives in the area. This is a cop that lives in the area, a former cop living in somebody that's a part of the governmental system, judicial system that live in the area. And I'm talking about my energy as far as my energy reading. And you mean to tell me that a former cop, a former sergeant, let's put it that, we're not going to say cop, a former sergeant. And what's funny is that's my last name. Do you not understand the connections and the clues and the synchronicities that I'm trying to put together? My real last name is Sergeant. The former cop that lives in the area is a sergeant. Not just a regular cop, he's a sergeant. Retired. Former. It didn't even say retired. It just says former cop. Live 2 blocks away from me on the next block. And there goes the sirens as I'm talking. And then in the readings, it says that somebody is going to lose their child because of what they did to me. There's no coincidence that a former cop that lives on the next block over, 3 blocks over, on the next street, let's say the next street over, a few blocks down, child passes away. Randomly, all of a sudden, just going to the store, a fight breaks out with karmic people outside, and the child gets caught in the crossfire. I'm supposed to ignore that? I can't ignore that. And then the child missing flyer, the teenage girl missing flyer. Somebody is nervous in my energy as I'm talking. 22:33 as I look up at the timer. Somebody is nervous because my pits are sweating. Let me make myself decent. Collective. I know I'm just rambling, but it's like, and repeating shit, but it is what it is. This is what the energy is right now for me. It's making me want to pull cards. Honestly, to be honest with you. Excuse me. Because, there's no coincidence. It really isn't. I keep thinking that I'm pulling the tape off my camera, and I'm really not. My hair is looking crazy right now, but I don't even care. Let me try to clean my camera. Collective. I'm looking like a hot mess right now. I don't care though. Yo, I'm gonna get some cards because I feel like pulling some cards, yo. I don't know why the song Hot Boys is coming in my head. Baby, you got what I want. I don't know why that song is coming in my head. So, yeah, I'm going to pull some cards because I want to. I'm gonna shuffle these, but like, yeah, there's no coincidences that when I pull my energy, look, as soon as I'm plucking the deck, and look, it says stubborn, trying to disrupt your energy failed, come correct or don't come at all. Somebody that was trying to in the shadows. That's somebody in the shadows that didn't come correct, that was stubborn, was trying to disrupt my energy. There goes the sirens. And there goes them keys. Collective, I don't know what the connection is, but I feel like there's a connection. So we go find out. We're going to call on the angels and the ancestors and the spirit guides to see if this cop, this former cop in the community, if that's the cop that had anything to do, oh, look, reaping karmic cycles in due time, everything will be fine. Look at that. We're going to see if this cop that their son, cruel intentions, childhood energy. Look at that. Door slam. Cruel intentions with a friend. Ooh, the cards want to fall. Doing alchemy. They were doing magic. Faked death. Mother related. Faked a mother related death in an online community. Somebody faked a mother's death in an online community. Somebody faked a mother figure's death in an online community. But anyway, I don't know what that connection got to do anything, but we're going to tap in because I want to know what the connection is between my story with the whoever this dirty cop in my story is, or this authority figure in the community, because it's saying that there's an authority figure that was abusing their power, that's been fucking with me. So I want to see. Because I didn't watch any reading. Did I watch a reading today before I watched that? I don't know if I watched the reading before that. Nope, that was the first video I think I watched when I went on YouTube today. And I saw it on my phone first, and then I put it on the TV. So we're going to see angels, answers, the spiritual, the divine, white light, attribute, only people, right, movements, insight. I want to know if there's a connection to this authority figure in the community that lost their child. I want to know if this authority figure has any connection to my story. Let's see what we're going to get when I pull from these cards. Yeah, that's it. I just heard use the tarot first. All right, let's use the tarot first. What is the connection to this authority figure in the community to my story? What is the connection to this authority figure that lost their child and my story? One more time. What is the connection to this authority figure that lost their child in the community to my story? Angels, ancestors, Spirits of the divine white light. It's showing the King of Cups to the Four of Pentacles. This could be a water sign that was holding on to something. Holding on to some type of ownership, to some type of partnership, to some type of authority, to some type of... he was holding on. This King of Cups was holding on to something. He didn't want to let go of something. He was in a possession of something. He was cleaving on to something, some type of legacy, inheritance. So this King of Cups energy, this water sign energy, was holding on to some type of inheritance, was in the possession of some type of inheritance. In the back, Page of Wands, this is a rival enemy. So, in the Five of Cups, they in the Eight of Swords. Wow, the Four of Swords. You heard the question, and I just said, what does this authority figure that lost his child have connected? What is the connection to my story? And it's saying that this person is the water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. And this person was in possession or holding on, cleaving on to some type of inheritance or some type of position, a legacy. And it's saying that this is a Page of Wands energy. This is a King of Cups, Page of Wands energy. And the Page of Wands is a rival enemy. This is somebody that was standing too high on his... was standing too high, like he looks in the card. Like he was bigger and better than people and looking down on people. Confirmation. There's going to be some type of testimony about this person. Somebody's going to... somebody's going to tell on this person. Or somebody told on this person. Somebody snitched on this person. And this person is in the Five of Cups now. This King of Cups is in the Five of Cups. They could be drinking a lot too. But this King of Cups is in the Five of Cups. They're going through a lot of grief. And that makes sense, that because somebody just lost their child. So, of course, they're going to be grieving. And in sorrow, the Five of Cups represents sorrow and grief. A loss. That's current energy. That's what's going on. There is a masculine energy because it's coming out as a masculine. There is a masculine that's going through some type of loss. Something has been taken from this person, which was a child. Also money. And their marriage, they don't have a good marriage. They're in a fucked up marriage. And they're in the Eight of Swords. They being in prison. They feel in prison. They're trapped. They could be going to prison. They getting bad news about something violent that happened. That's the truth. A crisis. This is the truth. The Eight of Swords represents bad news. A crisis. A death. We're not even going to say a death, but a death was happened. A bad news, a death that happened is the bad news. a conflict. Somebody's son died because of a conflict outside. This person is going through a crisis because they lost their child. This person could be sick as well. And they're being put to rest with the Four of Swords. Look, we got coffin. This Page of Wands energy is being put to rest. They have to retreat. They're in solitude, in hermit mode right now. They being exiled. Somebody could be being exiled, casted out. We got tomb and coffin. A burial. Somebody's child died. Eight of Swords. Somebody's feeling trapped. Somebody is going to prison. Somebody's entrapped in prison. Somebody is going to prison. There's a King of Cups energy that's experienced a loss because they didn't want to let go of some type of inheritance, some type of legacy, because they thought they were bigger and better than somebody, looking down on someone. Page of Wands energy, they were a rival enemy. I'm asking, the question that I asked was, what does this authority figure that lost their child in the community have in connection to my story? And what it's saying is that this King of Cups energy was abusing their power, authority figure basically, and didn't want to let go of some type of power, legacy, or inheritance. And they were looking down, thought they were too good. They was just saying a rival enemy. So this was an enemy of mine. And now this enemy of mine is in the Five of Cups, Eight of Swords, and Four of Swords. They're experiencing a loss, going through a crisis, in hermit mode, trapped and confined, and being casted out, being put to rest because of a death. And I just said that there's an authority figure in the area that just lost their child. What King of Swords to the Ace of Swords, that's the truth. Wow. Nine of Swords. This King of Swords, this King of Cups is in a loss because there could be an authority figure that put a stop to something. Or this could be spirit, the universe, authority. Somebody with power put a stop to this King of Cups. And that's the truth with the Ace of Swords. That's the truth. They put a stop to this. And now they in the Nine of Swords. They in the bed crying, stressed out because of the Four of Swords. That's because of something, somebody being put to rest, or something being put to rest. Queen of Cups. The Star. Knight of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. I am a Queen of Cups. I'm a Cancer. And I'm still getting this offer. I'm still getting success. I'm still getting some promotion. I'm going to get some type of gift. I'm still getting with the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups coming after that. I'm still getting something. Somebody was trying to stop. Yeah, because I was in the Seven of Wands. I stood my ground, Hierophant energy. And I'm getting a new beginning. Six of Cups. And that's the truth. Ace of Pentacles. The Devil went behind that. The World. Tower. Hangman. Page of Swords energy, spying. Emperor energy, a masculine fire sign. In the Two of Pentacles, as I split the deck, juggling right now. Because they was in some type of competition. Five of Wands with me. For union, for Two of Cups energy. Yeah, Judgment. I'm going to repeat the question that I just asked Spirit again. I just asked, what does this authority figure in this community that just lost their child on Saturday have to do connected to me? And this is what is coming out in the cards, collective. This authority figure that lost their child was the authority figure that was coming for me in the neighborhood. Wow, look. Judgment, death. I'm not lying. Wow. Temperance. As I look, balance. Something is being balanced out. Again, I don't care how many times I repeat this. I'm gonna repeat this. On Saturday, a 12-year-old little boy was unalive going to the store. And this 12-year-old little boy was the son of a former sergeant in the judicial system. Now, when I pull and I read my energy, a dirty cop comes out in my energy. Dirty cop comes out in the other readings and other reader readings. So, balance to the world. A balance to this competition. Confirmation. In my story, when I pull on my energy, it says that there is a dirty official that's a part of the community. There's somebody in the community that's connected. We're going to say this is somebody in the community that's connected to the judicial system that has been abusing their power and paying people or working with people or working with somebody. There's somebody they work with. They connected with. It could be the feminine energy that's fucking with me. That could be connected to this cop. Or it could be their wife. Whoever it is. I know that in my story, there's a dirty cop. Or there's somebody in the judicial system that abuses their power. That lives in my community. And I just found out there was a former cop that lived 2 blocks away, 3 blocks away from me, that just lost their child on Saturday. And in the readings, and also in my readings, it says that somebody is going to lose, that somebody's child is going to pass away. Because of all the plotting and planning and setting and spell work that they've been doing. And what's crazy is, this happened Saturday. Today's my son's birthday, and I find out today that somebody's child, 4411, look at that as I say this, that somebody's child was unalived this weekend, and it was a former cop, and there's been a former cop that has been abusing their power, doing shit to me with other people in the community. There's no fucking coincidence. There's none. I don't believe in them. And then the question that I asked was, what is the connection to the cop or to the authority figure in the community that lost their child to my story? And this is what's coming out on the table, collective. King of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, 5 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 4 swords. That's the person's energy. Yes, I am. And this King of Cups was trying to hold on to some type of legacy inheritance, and they were my enemy. It says rival enemy. It's saying they were an enemy that thought they were better than me. And now this person that thought they were better than me, that was trying to hold on to some type of legacy inheritance, is in the Five of Cups now, going through a crisis, a loss, and in grief, and they being put in the Eight of Swords, in prison, in hermit mode, because of a death, a Four of Swords, because there has been some type of death. Something has been put to rest. Somebody has been put to rest. And something that has been put to rest was somebody's child end up passing away because of this King of Cups. And then under the King of Cups, it says the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Star to the Knight of Cups. Some type of authority or some type of higher force or something with more power put an end to this King of Cups. And that's the truth with the Ace of Swords. You got the King of Swords to the Ace of Swords. That's more powerful than this King of Cups got. And because this person has been put to a stop with a force, they have been put to a stop with some type of force. Their inheritance, legacy, whatever has been taken from them. Their crown, look it. The crown is on the sword. Somebody's crown has been taken from them. And now this person, this Page of Wands, King of Cups energy, is in the Nine of Swords, grieving, in loss, in bed, dealing with a lot of grief because of a Queen of Cups. The Star is still getting some type of offer because we got the Queen of Cups to the Star to the Knight of Cups. I am a Cancer. Feminine, I'm a Queen of Cups. I am a loving, caring, kind person. Unless you push me the wrong way, then I'm loving, caring, kind is not what the fuck you gonna get. I'm the most nicest person you can meet, but I ain't that one. Or the two or the three, I ain't it. But it's saying that I'm coming up as the Queen of Cups Star. And I'm still getting this Nine of Cups. I'm still getting this offer. I'm still getting success. I'm still getting promotion. You got the Knight of Cups through the Knight of Pentacles. That's talking about services, e-commerce, a gift, a promotion, a service. I'm still getting it because I was in the Seven of Wands. I still stood up for my belief. Yes, I did. Because I'm coming up as this Hierophant energy. And now these people are under judgment. It is what it's coming out. And there has been a death that has been put a balance to something. That's what's coming out when I ask the question that what does this authority figure in the community that lost their child got to do with my story, with this authority figure in my story? And that means that this authority figure that's coming out on this table that lost their child must be connected to the authority figure that comes out in my energy. If this is the energy that's coming out on the cards on the table. And if this authority figure in the community is the same authority figure, let's just say hypothetically speaking, since this is YouTube for entertainment purposes, right? We don't want to accuse and make accusations, right? So let's just say, hypothetically speaking, if this authority figure in this community that just lost their child is connected to the authority figure in my reading, that means that's the same authority figure that has been coming for me. And no offense, God forgive me, and I say this, God forgive me, and God forgive me, and God forgive me for saying this, God forgive me for saying this. He lost his child, and that's karma. If that's the same authority figure, and we're just going to say hypothetically, if, because ain't nobody going to be using no video against me, hypothetically, if that's the same authority figure that's in my energy, that has been in my energy, to the one that's in this community that just lost their child, then I will say that it is karma. And that's karma playing out. That has already been spoken out because this has already been said in the readings. There have been many readers, and not only many other readers, but even in my fucking readings that have said that someone is going to lose a child. Someone's child had to pass away because of their parents' doings. So, if this is the same authority figure that's in my energy, that comes out in my energy, that's in this community, because it's saying is an authority figure in this current home community, as far as me reading my energy, that's what has been coming out. That is saying there's an authority figure, a part of the judicial system that lives in the community. That sounds like that's a person, a part of the judicial system that lives in the community. Literally 2-3 blocks away from me. So close. They live so close. That somebody died, and the 4 swords is showing a coffin. 5 of cups, 8 of swords, 4 swords. That to me, it sounds like somebody is in a grief and feeling trapped because of some type of ending, a tomb, a death. It's been saying in the readings that it's somebody that has the same sign as a water sign that has been attacking me. That's the first thing that came out. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. I'm coming up as the Queen of Cups. I know that. I am a Queen of Cups. I'm a Cancer sign. But the first card that comes out is a water sign. An authority figure, to confirm authority figure, the King of Swords came out. Slam. I'm telling you that people in this building are giving themselves away of data connected to it. Even though I'm reading this as a force that's put a stop to a King of Cups, I can also read this as this is a King of Cups that it has some type, that's an authority figure. That's just confirmation. It's fucked up that a child gotta be sacrificed in the process because you was out here trying to sacrifice me. Or probably my child. And there's no coincidence that I find this video about an authority figure in the community losing their child on my child's birthday. Because today is my son's birthday. And what's funny is, and there's no fucking coincidences, that this little boy is 12 years old. And do you know how old my son turns today? My son turns 21. 12, 21. I've been seeing that number a lot. Somebody was trying to unalive my child, and their child got unalive. There's no coincidences that there's a fucking authority figure that lost their child, and that child was 12 years old, and today's my son's birthday, and he turns 21. And 1221, if you add it together, is 33. Hold on. Because as I'm saying this, I see a little motherfucking roach crawling on the fucking wall. When I tell you the signs and synchronicities, I tell you no lie. I'm going to show it to you too. As I'm talking about this. As I talk to you about this. And today or tomorrow is what? The full moon, the new moon is a moon cycle. Somebody is nervous. I'm telling you. As I talk to you. I don't know if you can see that sweaty underarms. Somebody's nervous in my energy. Oh, because I'm putting the 2 and 2 together? Is that it? There goes the upstairs neighbors from hovering above me. So, man, damn. And on top of that, like I said earlier, there's a fucking 16-year-old girl missing. A 12-year-old little boy unalive and a 16-year-old girl missing. And today is tomorrow is the full moon cycle. Let's pluck some index cards to see what else comes out in this energy. Because at this point, I think I'm done. I got the answer that I need. I wanted to know if this authority figure that lost their child in the community has any connection to the authority figure in my story. And basically it's telling me yes. Is a big old yes. Yes, that authority figure is connected to this. Yeah, look, siphoning energy. This King of Cups energy was trying to hold on to some type of inheritance, to some type of power. They were siphoning my energy, trying to hold on to my energy. Somebody's trying to block my throat. This King of Cups energy was siphoning my energy. And they were trying to hold on to my energy with this card landing on top of the fucking King of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. And a little bit on top of the Page of Wands. This King of Cups, Page of Wands energy was in this Four of Pentacles. Didn't want to let go of my energy. Was siphoning my energy. It don't even go on the Page of Wands. It just goes on the 2 cards. So this King of Cups energy is saying, with the siphoning energy, is saying this King of Cups energy, this water sign energy, did not want to let go of siphoning my energy. So basically they were trying to hold on to something that wasn't theirs. So they were siphoning energy, and they were trying to they didn't want to let go of siphoning this energy. They didn't want to let go of this in power, or this inheritance from this energy that they were siphoning. This is a fake religion list. Wow. This Page of Wands, this is landing on the Page of Wands and the Five of Cups. This is a fake religion list. This is somebody that's not even a real person of faith. They're not a real spiritualist. They're not a real religionist. They're not a real nothing. They fake. It says the devilish deeds will bring them karma. This is landing on top of the 8 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. Their devilish deeds have brought them karma. Their devilish deeds have put them in the 8 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. It says they trap like a labyrinth with no way out. Confirmation with the 8 of Swords. They trap. This is landing on the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So this King of Swords, Ace of Swords, this whatever power, whatever put a stop to, I'm just going to say God, the Most High. Whatever this force is, whatever this King of Swords, Ace of Swords force is, that put a stop to this King of Cups, they got this King of Cups trapped for siphoning my energy and not wanting to let go of my motherfucking energy. It says they can't think straight. This is literally landing on top of the 9 of Swords. This looks like somebody that can't think straight, right? This person can't think straight right now because they're going through a loss. They're going through this day in this 5 of Cups energy. They crying and they at a grief because of me too, because it's facing a Queen of Cups. The 9 of Swords is facing the Queen of Cups. So they was at a face-off. They was at a face-off with me, right? They was in a competition with me. And now they're crying. They can't think straight because of a Queen of Cups energy, because of me. It says in due time, everything will be fine. It says everything is about to work out for me. Because I'm the star. I'm still receiving this Knight of Cups. I'm still going to be receiving, yes, be successful, going through this promotion, getting offers. Because somebody's devilish deeds is going to bring them karma, or already has brought them karma. It says that money that they thought they were getting, they're not getting a dime. This is landing on top of the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So somebody thought that if they came for me and they attacked me, that they were going to fucking get some type of money. And no, they're not. Because I stood my ground. And I'm going to continue to stand my ground. It says childlike behavior, accurate age. Yeah. This person is a fake religionless. They walk around like they're a hierophant, but they're not a hierophant. And this person is about to be put under judgment. They're being put under judgment because they was in some type of childlike behavior and they were not acting their age. Yeah, entrapment, death to the temperance. Something is being put to end. Something's being put to an end. A death. There has been a death. Or they're being put to an end. And something's being balanced because this person is entrapped now. That's two entrapment cards. We got trapped like labyrinth with no way out, and entrapment. And their devilish deeds will bring them karma. That sounds like the Eight of Swords. That sounds like the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Four of Swords to me. Death to me. Judgment to me. Yeah, because they were being nasty. Siphoning energy, this fake religion list that they can't think straight. They were being nasty. They're nasty. They're reaping what they sow. Yo, I'm telling you, the energy don't lie. How people be saying, I can't make this shit up. A kid ran away. There's a 16-year-old girl that's missing. There's a girl that's missing. It says a kid ran away. This keeps coming out in my energy. When I do my readings, a kid ran away. That could be that 16-year-old girl that's missing. She could have ran away. Animosity. They're holding a lot of animosity because they trapped. It says they sacrifice people and animal for money. They mad because they can't sacrifice people and animal for money, and now their family is getting sacrificed. Not for sale. They was trying to sacrifice me. They were on a journey to Nowhereville. I'm not going to pluck no more. Now they going crazy, insane, berserker because now they being looked into. The tables have turned as I flip. The tables have turned on these monsters that no longer have their power position and they being demoted. Somebody's breath stank from all the lies that they told. This old hags. A bunch of puppets that are experiencing some type of demise. They go because I'm protected. They have me in a communal trial, an experimental study, a study group that involve an entire community or part of an organization. This is what they were doing to me. As seen on TV, and then they were watching me on TV, on my channel here. And they broke all types of laws to do this in the home community. I tell you no lie. I'm done. Now the rats is running. It's crazy how the rats is running and my upstairs neighbor comes running over here. And they're lacking common sense. This dark worker that wanted my blood to be freed. Now they on borrowed time. They're a bunch of addicts. They need to make peace with this imperfection because they just been checkmate and they can't avoid the truth about this alchemy that they were doing. They need to grow up. Their plans failed. There's about to be a raid. Because I'm protected by archangels and I have blind faith. They committed spiritual suicide with these cruel intentions. With these cruel intentions. They took an oath to do. Yeah, now they're being publicly embarrassed. Because the actions against me will have them in great regret now. And now they in a sticky situation. They being humiliated. They backed into a corner. And this moon magic ritual left a big mess, and they're trying to clean it up, but evidence and traces have been left behind. Because they don't like that I'm at peace, they've been attacking me. Something is long overdue. These people are running out of money. And I have a healing spirit within or around me. These people are infatuated with me. And they manipulate others to come against me. These are a bunch of professional idiots that try to contain my gifts. Can't do that. Yeah, they were doing a lot of mental manipulation. They were trying to blind me with moon magic. They faked somebody's death. And now somebody's being shunned, casted out of a society, group, organization, coven, family, or a clique. Because they failed their mission. And they have messy energy. Because the cat's out of the bag and the genie's being put back in its lamp. That they were in a Hunger Games competition with me. Trying to out me, trying to unalive me. This is a person that's a fraud. That was an abuser. And now they're experiencing the wrath of God. And look, they're being casted out. Because they broke into the wrong spiritual house. And it's been made a public display. I split the deck. Evidence was found. Wow, look at evidence was found. Card is falling. It says that they attacked the spiritual OG. They're getting evicted. Hold on, what fell on the floor? They're getting evicted. They got a federal case. This shallow Hal got no more pals. And I have high potential and they underestimated me. I'm not even going to pluck no more. So that's the connection to the authority figure that just lost their child this weekend to my story. Because again, I will repeat this again. I do not believe in coincidences. Today's my son's birthday. He turns 21. The little boy that passed away on Saturday was 12 years old. That little boy's father is a former sergeant in the judicial system in the home community. There's no coincidences that not only in my readings, but in other readings, it says that somebody's child is going to pass away because of what they've been doing to me. There's no coincidences that every time I do a personal reading, it keeps saying a kid ran away. And not only did a 12-year-old little boy lose his life, but there is also a 16-year-old girl that's missing that could either have been taken or ran away. And it sounds like more ran away because it's a teenager. But you never know because motherfuckers is crazy out here too. There's no coincidences, like I said, with the little boy being 12 and my son being 21 today. That's a mirror number. Something got mirrored back. Was somebody trying to cause my son an ending? It's no coincidences that all of a sudden it's just something that happened. You know, an innocent bystander. That's how karma happens. Things just happen. Look, by day one way, by night another. This is somebody that pretends to be one person by day and by night they another. By night they be out here doing jar spells and spell work. And now this person is rotting from the inside out because they were trying to be a destiny swapper. They siphon untamed energy, and now they can't handle the power backlash. They can't handle the heat. I'm not looking. They were naive. Because they attacked somebody that was true and faithful. And these people are a bunch of snakes. Somebody thought that something was pure entertainment. They thought that it was cool, whatever they were doing. You were abusing your power because what? You have connections to the judicial system. Now look what happened. Restitution. They owe me. They no longer have their power or position. They being demoted. Or they got demoted. That sounds like a former popo, right? Somebody being demoted. It didn't say in the news, it didn't say retired cop. It said a former sergeant. That's what it said. It didn't say retiree. Look, bad investment. Somebody snitched on them. And they have a lot of animosity. Somebody told on them. Somebody's going to step. Somebody animosity. Snitch, step forward. A snitch, step forward. They put a policy insurance on me. Fake death. They fake my death. And then they started plotting and planning. Look, they're terrified. Some people around me sound terrified. You see the noise they're making? I'm telling you, them demons. Somebody's breath stinks from all the lies they told. Yeah, games was played. They was playing games, collective. They was giving a lot of unwanted opinions in the online community. Yeah, their breath stank from all the lies that they told. They were trying to attack my crown chakra with this online shit that they were doing. But look, Sonic Boom street fight. A street fight happened in the street, and that's how somebody's child got unalived. Somebody thought they were too legit to quit. Doesn't that sound like somebody that was abusing their power? They wanted to join the hate crowd. They were trying to cause me an eviction. They were being stubborn. Confirmation with the sirens. I just saw no mercy. Look, a father not related to me. This is a masculine energy. A father not related to me was being a spiritual spy. This was a know-it-all energy. They thought they knew it all. And their breath stinks from all the lies that they were telling. A father figure energy was lying on me. Something is currently happening now. They feeling like sour apples right now. And people are talking about them right now. Yeah, they have a dissociative identity disorder. Somebody's brother not related. A father and brother energy. I'm being liberated from these people. Is the end of the road for this person or these people? From this know-it-all energy that they feeling depleted, anorexic, and malnourished right now. Because the dark don't want anything to do with them anymore. Online community. They were doing some shit on the online community. Someone passed away. I'm done. Hey, it literally says somebody passed away. And the masks have cracked and are falling off the hidden enemies. Confirmation again, the sirens, here they come. If you hear them, because my upstairs neighbors sound pretty nervous right now. Look, they're feeling naked and afraid right when I said that. They feeling naked and afraid because they know that they need to grow up. This is people who wanted to be the one. They were siphoning energy. These people need to be on medication. They got mental issues. And they overstepped their boundaries. Yes, the fuck they did. They lacking common sense. Because they overstepped their boundaries to a spiritual OG. They remote viewing you. Remote viewing me. Hey, a wild witch. They've been backed into a corner because of their cruel intentions, and they committed spiritual suicide. I'm really done plucking. For real. Look, they broke into the wrong spiritual house. Yes, they did. They were doing graveyard magic. They were doing graveyard magic on me to unalive me, and somebody passed away in the process. And now they under a black cloud trying to block my throat. It don't even matter. You can try to block my throat all you want, but I've already been on here. I wear some chains, and I already spoken my motherfucking piece and already exposed you. Another indictment charge is piling up, and I'm being motherfucking liberated. Death becomes them. I tell you, no fucking lies here. Energy don't lie. Sirens, confirmation. Look, somebody was sleeping with the higher ups. Look at confirmations. Birds chirping, dogs barking, sirens, cars, alarm number, commercials. I swear to God. As I say, as this sleeping with the higher ups, sirens, and then we got confirmation card. Come on, man. The Brady Bunch gang and a combined family. This is this karmic family that was attacking me, that was in a combat war with me, that have a fraudulent business. They fake religionless with their sister. Confirmation with the confirmation belch. And a cousin related. I'm undefeated and everything has been returned back to its sender. Tenfold with interest. To somebody's brother. That's not my brother. Yeah, justice. For somebody righteous. I'm getting justice. And there's going to be an execution. It says the devil is sick for trying to be slick, being a trick prick. For being in my lane, in your lane, being in my lane, they lost all their power. Yes, you did. They are on borrowed time because I've been upgraded from this fucking competition Hunger Game shit that they have me in. Trying to unalive me to win. If you gotta unalive somebody to beat another person, then they ain't nothing spectacular about you. There ain't nothing real about you. There ain't nothing authentic about you. There ain't nothing, you ain't nobody. I'm sorry to say, if you gotta take somebody else's light out or unalive the next person so that you feel better about yourself, I mean, does that make sense? It doesn't even sound right coming out my mouth. That you gotta try to unalive somebody because you feel a way about your life, yourself. You unsatisfied. You having a midlife crisis. You jealous. You envious. You whatever the fuck. You think that you knew it all. You thought that you could abuse your power. Whatever the fuck it was. You were racist. I'm telling you, here we go. I'm telling you, they give themselves away, the nervousness. And who they go straight to when they nervous? Upstairs. And they thought that getting that Ring doorbell was a good idea. Nope, that just incriminates you. Incriminates you and everybody that comes to your fucking stupid apartment. Yeah, look, they in the Ten of Swords. I just split the deck. They in the Ten of motherfucking Swords collective. They in the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands struggling because there's about to be a new beginning. Yeah, like I said, there's about to be a new beginning for me, the Fool. What I said. I read it before it came out. Yeah, because they was trying to create some type of war adversity battle with me, and everybody's walking away, and they still standing there trying to fight with me and my energy. Yeah, look, still trying to fight. Come Knight of Swords. This is why. Everybody walked away from them, and they still decided to fucking howl at the moon, cast illusions, send my way, and look what happened. Something got balanced out because of this fucking illusions they were casting. Them howling at the moon. Them howling at the moon. Casting these spells. You know what the universe did? It balanced something out. Temperance energy. And now this person is in the Two of Wands watching from afar. Because they were out here trying to Seven of Swords me. Yep, this Page of Wands. Look, there's now he's spying. Page of Swords. Trying to, yeah, now they watch it spying on me because they now in the hangman position. Because something is being temperance. Something is being balanced the fuck out. And I'm getting my new beginning. 6 of Cups. There's a new hope. Yeah, because something's being put to an end. A death. Because I'm the Empress. I'm coming as Queen of Cups energy. Yeah, they was trying to fight with me, collective. With spell work. In the shadows, in hermit mode. Confirmation sirens. Anyway, collective. Yeah, there's a King of Cups. The King of Cups that came out in the energy that did something hasty. Did something 8 of Wands. This King of Cups energy did something quick. Did something too fast. To try to get, yeah, Chariot energy. Look, they did something too fast. Water sign energy did something fast. Yeah, they were working on something and they did something fast. Queen of Wands against the Queen of Wands energy for some type of celebration, or with the Queen of Wands energy. And now they're under judgment. A Queen of Wands energy was doing spell work. A King of Cups energy worked with a Queen of Wands energy, a fire sign. A water sign energy worked with a fire sign energy to get some type of, to stop me from getting some type of offer. 4 Cups, to stop me from receiving some type of offer. To stop me from seeing something. They didn't want me to see something. They were trying to put me to rest. They were trying to put me to 4 Swords. 4 Cups, 4 Swords, but I'm protected 4-4. I'm protected from whatever they was trying to do. They being put to rest. And that's the truth. Ace of fucking Swords. Yeah, look that. And now they got an 8 of Cups. They got to walk away from that situation. They got to move away. They got to let it go. They got to let it go. Let it go. Collective, I'm done. Yeah, because these people are under judgment. There's nothing to celebrate because somebody's child passed away. Whether this person was attacking me or not, whether this person was a part of the participation or not, we're going to go with allegedly. Even though confirmation, look at confirmation that that authority figure is the person that comes out in my reading. And I got a confirmation with the notification, and then I'm seeing motherfucking 33% on the motherfucking phone. And when you add up 12 and 21, which is the age of the son that passed away, and the age my son turned today, it turns out to 33. Let me tell you something. I connect everything. So another confirmation that this, whatever, we're just gonna say allegedly this authority figure that's in this community that just lost their child is the same authority figure that's been coming out in my energy. And they have me in some type of communal trial in this community and have people come for me. And yeah, they did something hasty. They attacked me. They did something hasty. 5 of Swords, 8 of Wands. They did something really fast and somebody passed away. Somebody passed away and somebody now in the 4 of Swords. I tell you no lie here. They did some type of spell work and somebody passed away. Now they're in the 5 of Pentacles. Justice, because I'm getting my justice. Because of this fucking illusions and the spell work that they were casting. I'm done for real. Because if I keep plucking, I'm going to keep getting more. Look, death. I don't know how many times the death card got to come out. Death to this war, to this battle that they were trying to end. Yeah, death to this fucking shit that they were trying to do to me. In haste. Like I said, balance. Something's being balanced out. Like I said, Two of Cups. I'm gonna still get this union. I'm still gonna get my happiness, and people are gonna be generous with me. People are gonna be giving back to me. Like I said, I'm still gonna be happy. Four of Cups. I mean, Four of Wands. Look, the Wheel of Fortune. They were trying to stop this. I'm still gonna be balanced. Queen of Pentacles. I'm gonna be fine. Because I got some type of authority figure that's watching over me. Yeah, look. Ace of Pentacles. I'm gonna be just fine. There's about to be an end for a new beginning, a death for a new beginning. Somebody's spying on me. On a Queen of Pentacles, spying on the Queen of Pentacles. From afar, the Two of Wands, because they feeling some type of way. Because they juggling 2-2. They juggling. And they in the Ten of Swords. The energy don't lie. I'm done for real. I could keep plucking, but let's put the cards down. Because once they in my hands, who knows what's going to come out, man. Bars! Let me stop. I gotta lift up the mood a little bit because this is not funny. Is there's nothing funny about somebody losing a child, and the fact that is an enemy that lost their child, but still is an innocent person that lost their life because of the mistakes of their parents, because of the bullshit that their parents do. And it's fucked up that is we do pay for our ancestors' crimes. This is why we pay karma, because we don't only pay our karma, we pay the karma of our ancestors that didn't get to pay their karma when they were living. So now we're the next generation and we still got to pay that off. So we still pay off our ancestors' karmas. And that child had to pay for his ancestor karma with his family's karma. That's fucked up. All because you were lying. You a fake religionless. So you out here saying that you a religionless, that you of church, of God. You're not. And not only was it that person's family, but somebody else's family, because this is a Brady Bunch and a combined family. Two different families in the community that had me under some type of experimental study in the community. And look what's happening in the community. You got animals going missing. There's an old man that went missing a few years ago. You got a little girl, a young teenager girl missing at the same time a 12-year-old little boy got unalive. Whether they all connected or not, it doesn't matter. I'm done. For real, for real. I kind of figured that there was going to be a connection, but we let the cards say it. Instead of me getting on here and just saying, yeah, I know that this person is connected to my story. We're not going to do that. I'm just going to pull cards and see what happens, because like I said, I don't believe in coincidences. And just the knowing that this little boy was 12 years old and my son today turned 21, that whole mirror number right now is letting me know that something got mirrored back. A spell got mirrored back. And if a spell got mirrored back, they was either trying to get me unalive while walking to the store, or my child. So, collective, peace out, man. Peace out. Thank you for listening as I sit here and try to puzzle the pieces of this hidden story that everybody knows but me type shit of what they've been doing behind my back. So I gotta piece puzzles together with the clues that I get. And I know I'm good at it. I'm good at the word search games. So I'm going to put the clues together. And the universe is going to make sure that I get the clues very broad enough for me to understand that I cannot miss it. And that right there is I cannot miss. If I know that in my energy, there has been some type of dirty cop energy in the community that has been coming for me, but then you got in the news, it's saying that somebody in the community's child passed away that used to be a part of the judicial system. I mean, like, I would be real stupid to think that ain't got nothing to do connected to me. With people that have been in my energy doing some dumb shit. I will be stupid to just pass that by and be like, that don't got nothing to do with me. That's not connected to me. But you see, when I start talking about it and I start putting the clues together and I start, the numbers is what gets to me. It's the numbers. The age of the kid and the age of my son today is what got me right there. The cards that came out on the table is what got me right there. The readings that keep saying that it's a water sign that keeps attacking me. The first card that came out is a water sign. It's saying that they're working with a feminine energy fire sign. A fire sign. Queen of Wands came out. It's saying a former authority figure. The King of Swords came out. The King of Swords is a representation of somebody in the judicial system. Some authority figure. Somebody with power. The Four of Swords, which is the coffin card, came out. That represents death. It's showing somebody that is in grief and a loss or experiencing a loss. That's somebody experiencing a loss. The energy that I'm talking about came out on the cards. Anyway, collective, I'm going to go finish and go about my day and go finish watching some TV. Go finish resting and rejuvenating my energy and working on me. I'll be back with some readings soon enough. But I'm guessing there has been a lot going on. Maybe that's why Spirit has been keeping me, or the universe or God has been keeping me offline from doing some readings right now. Because I'm guessing motherfuckers is getting some type of karma. Because they can't be a copycat if they got nothing to copy, right? Hey, double pun copyright, right? Hey, a double pun in one. They can't be a copy if they ain't got nothing to copyright. So I guess God or the universe has been keeping away because what can you possibly copy if you ain't not getting no new content, bitches? So now they going crazy, collective. They going crazy. Anyway, peace out, people. I see y'all in another, maybe tomorrow. I'll come on and do a reading. But today I'm definitely not coming back to do a reading. The weather is nasty. It's been thundering. And yesterday, thunderstorm, thunder shower, rain. Today, the same thing. It hasn't poured yet, but it's going to. We have some thunder. So it's been raining over here. So that's another thing too. This area over here is being cleansed. It's being cleansed the fuck out every time they do a spell. And they must be doing some shit. If we got some thunder and lightning, the way the fucking shit has been coming out over here, they must have been doing some shit. So, yeah. I'm out, collective. Peace out. I hope you have a productive, prosperous rest of your week. Stay prayed up, stay protected. Remember, tomorrow's a moon cycle, so you already know they're going to be doing some dumb shit. So you already know what to do. Cleanse yourself, protect yourself, and peace out.